Let's be real. The bedroom is where things can go from sizzling hot to downright awkward in the blink of an eye. Maybe you felt that twinge of uncertainty, wondering, did I do that right? After the heat of the moment fades, don't worry, you're not alone. Lots of guys make the same common mistakes in bed, and they can turn a romantic evening into an uncomfortable mishap. Fixing these blunders isn't rocket science. It just takes a bit of self-awareness and a willingness to learn, ready to step up your game and avoid the pitfalls. Let's dive into the 10 biggest bedroom mistakes and how avoiding them can completely change your experience under the sheets. Skipping foreplay. Think of foreplay as the opening act to an epic concert. You wouldn't want to skip the build-up, right? Yet, so many guys rush through it like it's a task on a checklist. What they don't realize is that for many women, foreplay is the main event, or those fireworks you're aiming for at the end. They don't happen without lighting the fuse, and that fuse is foreplay. Foreplay is more than just physical. It's about connecting, teasing, and setting the stage for what's to come. Don't rush it. Instead, enjoy the build-up and get creative with how you can turn up the heat. The slower and more thoughtful you are, the more explosive the final act will be. Mistake 2. Treating her like a blueprint. Ever thought this worked before, so it'll definitely work again? If so, you're walking on thin ice. Women aren't puzzles you can solve the same way every time. What works for one person may do absolutely nothing for someone else. Stop relying on a one-size-fits-all formula and start paying attention to this partner. Every woman is different, and the only way to know what she likes is to ask and observe. Show her you care by staying curious and flexible. It's not about memorizing a routine, it's about being in the moment and responding to her unique needs. Focusing only on the finish line. If you're treating intimacy like a race to the finish, you're missing out on the journey. It's not just about reaching the goal, it's about savoring the entire experience. Pushing through foreplay or skipping over the connection between moments is like fast-forwarding through a movie just to watch the last 5 minutes. Take your time, enjoy every moment, and remember that the journey can be just as satisfying as the destination. Mistake in avoiding communication. Talking during sex might seem like a mood killer, but it's actually one of the keys to better intimacy. Open communication doesn't just improve the experience, it deepens trust. Asking, do you like this? Or even, what do you want to try? Shows you're willing to improve and care about her satisfaction. Remember, communication isn't just verbal, body language, facial expressions, and even breathing patterns can give you important clues. Pay attention, adjust, and you'll find the whole experience flows much more smoothly. Ignoring her body language. Silence isn't always golden. Just because she isn't saying anything doesn't mean everything's great. Nonverbal cues are often even more important than words. Is she tense? Pulling away? Shifting uncomfortably? These are signs that something might not be right. Learn to read her body signals. The more in tune you are with her, the better your connection will be, leading to a much more enjoyable experience for both of you. Mistakes. Sticking to the same moves. Repetition can get boring fast. If you're cycling through the same moves every time, it's time to switch it up. Variety is the spice of life, especially in the bedroom. Long-term relationships thrive on novelty and excitement. Trying new things, whether it's different positions, pacing, or adding a bit of playful spontaneity, keeps the fire burning. Don't be afraid to explore and discover new ways to connect. Being too rough too soon. Going fast and hard right from the start isn't a sign of passion. It's a recipe for discomfort. There's a big difference between intensity and aggression, and crossing that line can kill the vibe. Start slow, gauge her reactions, and let things naturally build up. When you take your time, the payoff will be much more satisfying for both of you. Mistaking overthinking performance. Worrying about how you're performing in bed is a major mood killer. Anxiety and stress only take you out of the moment. If you're too focused on doing everything perfectly, you lose the connection and the fun. Your partner likely isn't judging you as harshly as you think. Relax, let go of the pressure, and just enjoy being present. When you're not stressed about being perfect, everything will flow more naturally. Mistake 9, Surya said. After the action dies down, rolling over and falling asleep might be tempting, but it's a huge missed opportunity. Aftercare. The time you spend connecting post-intimacy is just as important as the foreplay and the act itself. Whether it's cuddling, talking, or simply lying together in silence, aftercare shows that the connection goes beyond just physical. It helps build emotional intimacy and ensures that your partner feels valued and respected. Not being present. If your mind is wandering during intimacy, thinking about work or what you're going to eat tomorrow, you're not fully present. And trust me, your partner will notice. Being fully present means focusing entirely on the experience and your partner. When you're mentally and emotionally engaged, everything becomes more intense, more meaningful, and much more enjoyable. All right, now that we've uncovered the top 10 bedroom blunders, it's time to get real. Which one of these mistakes have you made? Drop a comment and let us know it. Don't worry, you're not alone. We're all here to learn and level up together. I will be waiting to read your valuable comment.